So this is my first vlog. We're gonna see how it goes. I have a couple of buddies that said that I should definitely post up a vlog, and I'm gonna tell you the story about how Smalls almost died in the middle of the desert in 120 plus degree weather. So I drank the night before after leaving San Diego and hanging out with some buddies. We went out, had a good time. The next day, I ended up hopping on my bike and cruising through the mountains, and then it spit me out in the middle of the desert. I was on 76 in California, heading northeast, and right as I got out of the mountains, it was about 90 degrees in the mountains, and then right when I got out of the rocks, it jumped up to about 110, and it slowly started climbing after that. The deeper I got into the desert, and it was absolutely insane. I've never experienced that type of heat before. It felt like my whole entire body was on fire. Oh my God, yeah, and I was pretty dehydrated with not a lot of water, and I was also running out of gas. And I was really hoping that there would be a gas station before all this ended up happening, and there wasn't. So I'm the only person on the road. Haven't seen anybody for about 45 minutes, even passing by. And I'm cruising, and then all of a sudden my body just hits this wall where I'm doing, or I'm doing about 75 miles an hour, and then my body hits this wall, and I start feeling weak, and I'm just like, oh my God, what is going on? It's just my body started acting super goofy, and I blacked out about 2 or 3 times. And I just remember blacking out, like, where you get a head rush and everything goes black, and then all of a sudden it just fades back into normal again. That's what happened to me, except it went completely black. Don't know how long it was blacked out for, but I just remember blacking out and then waking up, I guess, still on my motorcycle doing 75 miles an hour, just cruising. So did that about 3 times, and then I literally came to the conclusion, because there was nobody around, no sign of civilization whatsoever, and I came to terms with that I was going to die in the desert and fry on the pavement on my motorcycle. And I pulled over and stopped and had water and stuff, and drank whatever little water that I had left, and I slammed the last water bottle, and it was hotter off my bike than it was on, if you could believe it or not. And with the asphalt and the heat from my Harley coming up into my crotch, it was just, oh my God, it had to have been over 130 degrees. And so I end up, as I'm having the conversation with myself about dying and being okay with it, I'm crawling up this hill, and then I'm like, please be something over the hill. Please be something over the hill. And then all of a sudden, boom, Border Patrol. I see cars lined up all over the place, and I'm just like, awesome, I have to get there. Crack the throttle, doing 100 straight at these guys. And then they come, and then they see me coming in hot, and the guys got their hands on their guns, and they're like, no, 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 you can't do that. Like, they must have thought I was like going to do some completely reckless shit to them or something. I don't know. And I ride up to him, and I shut off my bike. I'm like, guys, I'm so sorry. Like, I'm about to die. Like, literally, I was like, I'm already okay with dying. Why don't you just shoot me? Like, I don't care. If you're going to shoot me for coming in hot like that, go ahead. I got nothing to lose at this point. So I put my kickstand down, fall off my motorcycle. I'm like, guys, I'm in really bad shape. I need help. Like, I could barely put words together. I couldn't even put sentences together, I feel like. I was like just mumbling. It was insane. And so the guys end up going and grabbing water for me, and then they end up pouring it on my head, having me drink a whole bunch of water. And they're like, come in the AC. I was like, I need a minute. Just let me lay here and drink this water, because I couldn't move. I was like shaking, so hot. And it's weird because I wasn't sweating. But the second after I got the energy to jump up and get into the AC, my body immediately started sweating, like probably a minute and a half into hanging out in the AC and slamming a couple more bottles of water. Like, all the water that I just drank, I felt like was leaking right out of my pores. It was nuts, absolutely insane. And I was, after I finally started talking to everybody, or like calming down, I started talking to everybody. I'm like, so dudes, what's the crazy stuff that happened today? They're like, well, we just busted this lady with 35 pounds of meth. And I'm like, I just start cracking up. And apparently that stuff happens all the time. Cartels, some sneaky sons of bitches, I'll tell you. So I was shooting the shit with this one guy in particular, and he noticed my skateboard. And he was like, oh yeah, I BMX and dirt bike and all this stuff, four-wheel. And we're talking about, gnarly stuff. And then we got into a conversation about ghosts. And then he was telling me all the crazy stuff that ended up happening to him, and the stories that he's heard about, headlights showing up behind you on your car without, like, just the lights, two big lights, like it's a big old pickup truck, and they try to run you off, or the ghost tries to run you off the road or whatever it is. And people go missing all the time, just driving in their cars by themselves, riding through the desert. And I'm just like, wow, that's crazy. And I have to ride through the rest of this desert in the dark. So let's just say after I almost died, I was worried about ghosts the whole rest of the trip to Mesa, Arizona, to my cousin's crib, worrying about ghosts, and every single, pair of headlights that I'd see pop up in my rearview mirror, I was just like, that's a ghost. I got to get out of here. So it was definitely pretty entertaining stuff. But yeah, I didn't die. I'm here now. I'm in Vegas, hanging out with the guy Mark that I met in Florida. He's from Chicago, my neck of the woods in the Chicagoland area, and I met him in Florida through family friends. And he's an older guy, and he's got a condo out here right outside the Strip of Vegas. So definitely having a blast. Not spending too much money though, doing it on the cheap, drinking before and bringing booze with. So and he's also buying me drinks. He's giving me steaks. He's definitely spoiling the crap out of me. And I am so, so thankful for all the amazing people that have been helping me out on this trip. Life is just so good, man. Even though I almost die more than I'd like to, I am having a blast. And a lot of this stuff could be avoided if, you know, I plan a little bit, but I don't like planning at all. I just kind of let everything happen and just float. That's the way I look at it. But yeah, it's definitely been that was a crazy near-death experience, and that was the closest I've ever felt to death. And I'm definitely appreciating life a little bit more and loving it a whole lot more. So that's my first vlog. Tell me what you guys think. If you like it, cool. If not, I don't care. I might keep doing it, but we'll see what happens.